What is going on, guys, and welcome back to a new video on my channel. Today we are back on the F1 25 game. We are doing the ultimate check. Which car is the fastest on realistic car performance? Not equal, because on equal it makes sense that everything should be equal. We're gonna start off with the Sauber F1 team. We're gonna do 3 laps, default setup around Silverstone, and we're gonna find out which one is the quickest, and I'm gonna talk through how they feel. So let's get into it. If you enjoy the F1 25 content, then make sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and also leave a comment to support the channel. I'm a bit confused about this game at the moment. I figured out, I drove a bit off Spain. Time trial, I'm like half a second off. World record. And sometimes I'm just losing time on the straights, randomly. And sometimes I'm gaining, and I don't know why. But let's see, this is also first time on Silverstone now. Let's see how this is gonna go. Also LiDAR scan Silverstone. Oh. Way wider in here than on previous games. Oh, and that is a bit shorter. Can't cut this too much. Quite high the curb. And we take it flat on default with a kick. Yes, we can. So I guess we can take it with every car. I don't know, Silverstone seems actually a bit more easy than ever before. By the way, I've seen that the wheel locking is still working. I'm not happy with my wheel settings. It feels like sluggish. 29.3 for first lap. The kick feels very lazy during direction changes. Yeah, just so you know, I'm also using the 58 brake pads, but I think you can see that anyways. So we're literally not touching anything on the setup. Just going by driving itself. Alright, final lap and the kick. Let's see how quick it is. 28.667. Let's not lock up here. Still do, but better than before. Compared to the driving that I did on Spain, with an actual setup and equal car performance in the Mclaren, this feels sluggish and actually difficult on the rear. Oh, please no off track. Good corner here. That's the opposite of a good corner, but we're doing a 28.573 in the kick. Realistic performance. Let's see what the next team can do. Onto the Williams. Should be a much better car. Oh dear. Okay, I can already by the first corner say it's easier to lock the tires with the Williams. Oh, it's a heavy car. Very heavy feeling car. But with that also better traction than the kick. Top speed is definitely less. Or maybe not, maybe that was the bug. That's what I mean. Like, why does the top speed seem so bugged on this year's game? Like, sometimes you're gaining suddenly, or sometimes you're losing. That's an off track, no? Wow, man. I'm not getting my head around, but the performance is looking quite similar. Very different driving style in both cars. Yeah, okay. So the kick has decent potential, definitely. But I can't compete with the Williams. Maybe on some tracks it can. But look now, why are we gaining so much time? I actually take it back with the locking. I think actually the Williams is much easier to not lock up the front. And it's just an overall a more heavy feeling car. With that you have more confidence to just lean on the downforce level that it provides. Oh, terrible lap. Okay, we have one more to go. I think we can still gain quite a bit of time, maybe 1 or 2 tenths. But so far, definitely the kick slowest team on the grid. Also what I'm expecting. Top speed wise, I don't know. I can't tell. The delta is so messed up. I didn't check the top speeds. It will be listed. We're just randomly gaining time. I don't know why. Massively, that's what I mean. Is there some sort of bug or something? It looks like the Williams has maybe a bit more top speed. think we might count that one. We lost so much time. We will count that lap time even though it's invalid. That was valid. That was also an off track, but we will count it. Williams 28.201. P1 so far. Probably not gonna stay like that. But I would say the Williams had a quite nice feel to it. Heavy, understeery, but you could rely on it. With the kick, it's sliding around. Different feeling. Feels lighter. Could be better on tracks with a lot of corners. Feel like just the initial turning. Oh, wait. Yeah, the initial turning is better of this one. Not much better in the second part of the corner. But just when you throw it in, it feels more like a one motion thingy. Okay, we can't count this lap at all. That was terrible. For those wondering, I'm using 360 wheel rotation. I don't want to do that flicking too much. I think in general, on this track, Williams seems faster. Not by much, but you know, sometimes the small margins make the big difference. Can we just hold 7th gear here? Oh, we lost a lot of time compared to Williams there. That's definitely more understeery in the later part. Seems to be slower than the Williams. Has its strength. But that's also where I would rank it, probably IRL. Bit slower than Williams. Oh man, this car, it's not good. It's better than kick. It's just lacking performance. The cornering performance of Williams is just better, even though it feels heavier. Okay, we need probably one more lap, or no, we're actually gonna count it. You know what? I don't want to drive another one of this. Good initial turn in, no performance in the later part of the corner. Not good. 305. Bit slower than the Williams. Williams just feels more complete. Let's see how is Haas doing. Should technically be slower than both of them. I would assume the Haas to be slower than Williams, at least. Feels not good. Can't even describe it. It's just worse. Worse than the V-Carb by the feels of it so far. First impression. It can't top the terrible performance of. Do you even need to brake there? I didn't brake at all. It wasn't faster. And it's very easy to lock up in the Haas. Very easy to lock up. So far 572. Lock up in the final corner, lock up in the first corner. Let's see if we can not lock up this time. It's okay. Wow. Actually not too bad, the Haas. Very surprised. We could have matched our PB in the Williams. This one could actually be a match for the Williams. I think better than the V-Carb. The V-Carb was very, very challenging to hit the corners. The second part of the corners. With this, it's easy. I mean, look at this. The fastest car through the S's. By miles. By miles. So it has a better... I think mid to low speed is in the Williams probably the best so far. In terms of cornering performance. The Haas is not too good in low speed. Yeah. Haas is not too good in low speed, but very good in high speed. V-Carb, initial turn in good. Aside from that, mid. And the kick is just overall a messy car. Let's see the Franco Colapinto Briatore car. The onboard looks funky, man. Like it looks like a bubblegum. Sound is decent. I would expect this car to have some performance now. But the Williams is doing better than Alpine, no? In real life. My guess would be a 28.0 now with this car. Okay, maybe not a 28.0, unless it has like insane performance in the final few corners. Ah no, it's not there, it's not there. Guys, I'm taking it back. Oh. Way more understeer in high speed compared to the Haas. Haas is very good in high speed. Nice feeling car there. And look at the understeer, wow. That's unreal. But actually, quite nice for here. This is the next lap. But so far I would say what Cody's did is quite good. Kick is consistently the slowest team, I would say. But the midfield in general is quite tight this year. Like on some tracks this car is faster, on some tracks this car is faster. I would say the Williams is like best of the rest. Sometimes it's switching up, but I mean, here we're just losing like crazy. I can't compete with the Haas in this car. Throw the S's. Focus, final lap. I think also a bit better than the V-Carb. Or similar, depending on the track. We're gonna lose everything again in this section here. Compared to the Haas. Probably, if we do a good job, we can be still half a tenth up. A bit more actually. But we're losing now. In that corner actually, upcoming, Stowe. We can still do a decent job with this car. It's just a bit understeery. But it grips up nicely at the end. Oh, we have a new P1. We have a new P1, but just marginally. I think still the Williams might be a little bit better, even though it was... I mean, we're probably also improving a little bit, but everything is close. Alpine probably second fastest or fastest. Very track dependent. Everything very close. I'm waiting for the big step. Is there even a big step gonna come? Now the green tractor. The Aston Martin. Oh. Nice feeling there. Maybe it feels nice, but it's slow. Or suddenly it's just a good car. I mean, it's relatively even a decent sector. It's similar to the Haas, because we just had a very good one on the Alpine there. Good feeling through the beginning of that. It's comfortable to drive. Comfortable is not always fast, as you can see. It's definitely a slower car. You cannot make that up at all. Aston Martin, the slow speed underdog. Not a bad lap already. It's quite easy to drive. That's why we can hit the right lines easier than with other teams, even though they are quicker. I mean, top speed wise, this car is bad. But it has performance, man. Man, it really is a boat. It really is a boat on the straight. It's good in the corners. Very good, actually. Can't complain too much. Stable over curbs. Very stable there. Yeah, forgiving over curbs and under braking. There's the first 27. So Aston Martin for me so far. Over one lap, definitely the fastest car from all of them. It's a very big surprise. I thought Aston is not so good this year. But the top speed is very bad. Let's see Mercedes. I don't want to call it too early, but Aston felt nicer through that section. Top speed. Mercedes slower than Alpine. I mean, come on. That's unbelievable. That's a bad lap, but this car is not competitive. Why is it so slow? That's maybe slower than the Aston. No, it is slower than the Aston, man. Like the high-speed performance is so much nicer on the Aston. For some reason the Aston feels more complete. We still improved there. Let's see if we can actually do a decent first sector. Actually terrible through there compared to the previous lap. But we are improving. And off track. Lovely. Man, what are we doing? Okay, I need to restart this. This was terrible. But it seems like 8th gear is actually faster. First car where 8th gear is faster. The others just didn't make it. Like, look how much time we're gaining with that. I don't know how. Oh wow. Yeah, the Merc is definitely quicker than the Aston. It might not feel much different. Actually, Aston felt a bit nicer still. But it's an easier car to extract performance. Actually, the first big time gain so far. Getting into the mid-27th. Well. 27.797. Now I'm curious to see the Red Bull performance. So 27.797. 1.7 seconds off the world record. And this car should have pretty decent straight line speed compared to the Merc. Oh, it rotates nicely high speed. Wow. Yep. Very easy to drive. I mean, look at this. It just sticks. Oh yeah, I need to brake earlier for this corner. 2 tenths lost, but we're already quicker than the Merc. No need to brake in the Red Bull, actually. It's ridiculous. Crazy grip. That was bad compared to before. Final lap. Let's use 8th. See if we gain. No, not in the ball. That was much better. A lot of curb. Let's brake a little bit earlier even. Shut down. Which I didn't manage to do, but still a massive improvement. The Red Bull is so clear of the Mercedes. Wow. Nearly 3 or 4 tenths. That was another big step. A 3.46. Let's see if the Ferrari is actually better than Red Bull, which I don't see happening at all. But Red Bull felt very complete. It just had a little bit of snapping, easily locking up in the low speed. That's the only negative, I would say. Heavy car. Yeah, this is a Williams. This is not a Ferrari. Guys, I'm not a fan. I'm a fan of Ferrari, but I'm not a fan of this. Top speed is good though, but I'm not motivated to drive this car at all. Red Bull first, Mercedes second. I can already say that. How it's currently standing, but this is ridiculous. This car is a nightmare. That's the worst top team right now on the game. Oh, it's so sluggish. It feels so heavy. Traction is decent, but it's heavy. A heavy feeling car. No, you can't just lift with the Ferrari. So that just shows you how inefficient it is in their dynamic department compared to Red Bull. A lot of pushing, a lot of body roll. Final lap, come on. It could be faster on some tracks than Mercedes. Yeah, you can make up a bit of time in the low speed with it, but in the high speed you're just losing out. There's just not enough aerodynamic grip. Half a tenth there as well. That's going down all the straight. Then we are at the midway of the straight. We're gaining time back because of top speed. To lose again in this sequence. A 10. And low speed, Ferrari's decent. Yeah. At the moment a bit quicker than Mercedes, but not much. I think if we would have nailed the lap with the Mercedes, we would have been faster, so these teams are quite similar. And now the final piece of the puzzle, let's see. Is Red Bull faster around Silverstone or fully in the game? This is by far the fastest car in real life. It was last year, it should be this year as well. So, what can McLaren do? If we easily put a 10th or 2 on Red Bull, I would be surprised. Look, with a bad exit, oh, we can go into 8th gear. It's a Mercedes. Wrong gear. And we're still up there with Red Bull. Let's see, is the top speed better? Red Bull or McLaren? Similar, a bit better McLaren, I would say. This is a better car. The McLaren is the best. Let's see. Can we only lift in chapels? I think with the right line, maybe. But Red Bull is still a bit more efficient on the aero package. But it's just so much more efficient in every other department that it's just a quicker car. Not by much. I think we can gain a 10 for 1.5 on the Red Bull. The driving from my side with the McLaren's bad. We're matching Red Bull. Nope. Red Bull is the best in high speed. Low speed McLaren. Ferrari probably 3rd. Okay. Final push lap McLaren. Let's try and get 1 lap together to get a 10 for the Red Bull. Oh man, why am I so incapable of driving? I will hold 7th now, like with the Red Bull. See what happens. Better. No, it's not good. Driving again. I feel like the Red Bull is quite good to drive compared to this. In some parts of the track. Top speed again better. Can we get a good stow? Yeah, actually decent. Matching roughly. Yep. And that's where the McLaren comes in. And there's the 10th that I was talking about. McLaren, fastest. Red Bull 2nd. Ferrari, Mercedes, sharing roughly 3rd place, but I think Mercedes a little bit faster. Then we have Aston, I would say. Probably mixed with Williams. Then Alpine or V-Carb. Haas also up there, and Kick is bottom. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you found it helpful, you know what to do. And I will see you in the next one. Have a lovely one. You're Marcel. Peace.